Day 4 of LSD. Of the main things that I thought about during this short excursion of this game, it's been a while since I ran it. And it's an understandable rant because I thought long and hard about this. Gamers have really went through a long way. You know, we come a long way. We've come from different generations, some in which are like, well, teeth. Not everybody has them, but we all have them. Different types of teeth. We live in an age in which we become that of a community, in which there are different types of gamers. You got those who LP or Let's Play, those who stream, and they would do like 5 hours streaming and cut them into like 30-minute parts or so. Then you have those who do speed runs, and those who do perfect runs. I'm here today to talk about that. Now, in our community, you know, we're all gamers. And sadly, I have to say that those who do speedruns are the most boring type of gamers there are. Because technically, you're on a different scale than we are. I mean, you as in the speedrunners. Speedrunners are on a totally different level, in which it's borderline silly. You speedrun a game for about maybe 3 hours. All for the sole purpose of being faster. I'm sorry, but if you're not playing the game just for the enjoyment of it, I'm sorry, you've been doing it wrong. Honest gamers, you know, I could say this. I know some people who play video games. if they don't play video games, then, you know, if they're not doing, you know, playthroughs of it, they're doing LPs of it. If they're not doing LPs of it, then they're streaming it. Now, I've been a part of a couple of streams before. I've been a part of Ryu's stream and Big Fatty Plus' stream. And sometimes Mag when he feels like streaming. Aside from that, gaming to me, well, I'm doing what it's supposed to do when you boot up a game. You play it. And you talk over it. It's called a Let's Play. When you're doing a speed run, I'm sorry, but you kind of lose all the reason of why you're playing a video game to begin with. I mean, the only reason why I play video games is simply because I've had a long day. Some days I don't want to deal with, you know, I don't want to deal with reality. So I want to get away from reality. Yeah. I want to get away from reality because when you deal with family on a daily basis, they will drive you insane. They will drive you to the point of total idiocy. And I know the last video is a bit distinct, I think. So that's why I'm not running as much, because if I do run, it's going to probably desync the video, so I'm just taking my time here. But, as I said before, for me, I do Let's Plays as a sort of therapy for myself. Sometimes with games like these, I like talking about my problems, or the problems we have in the world. But back as I said on topic, that's the reason why I play video games. Because I can care less for, you know, records and all that. Oh, I'm gonna make a new record. Well, good for you, but nobody didn't ask for that. And I said this once in the last stream that Big actually had. So I'm gonna be upfront and honest. You're downright boring me. Sad but true. It's like I'm looking at somebody who is technically practicing just to get better at a game. Unless you're going to play the game as is, then you have just wasted my time. I have just wasted my time. Because whenever I go into a stream, I just simply want to, you know, if I can't really if I can't really, you know, talk to the person in charge, then I like to interact with the people, you know. I like to be part of the crowd, you know, mingle and interact, which isn't a bad thing. mean, to me, speed running is just, I don't know. To me, it feels like, what am I watching? Are you playing the game or are you just showing off? Most people don't like why. Most people don't like what I say because it's the damn truth. I don't like people showing off. You're gonna play the game, that's fine, but don't show off how fast you can beat it in and everything. That's not necessary. If I'm gonna step on your goddamn toes, well then, boo fucking who. I just stepped on your toes. The only people I really do feel for, though, are those doing perfect runs. Because you're aiming to do something that probably would take months, I should say weeks. Maybe longer. You know, it takes days to get that good. Or, you know, weeks. Months. Probably years. I feel for those who are trying to do a perfect run of, say, a Castlevania game. Especially if it's the Metroidvania ones. Yeah, good luck with that. And I'll admit, I like being a Let's Player. That means I can take my time with a game. That means if I feel I should do this and this, well, that's fine. I mean, you know, I like playing games, but, you know, even more to me, whenever I do certain games, I like to provide some sidebar commentary. Like, take The Wolf Among Us. I basically sidebar commentary just because it was mainly, you know, a drama, so I don't really talk through games like these. I mean, I don't really talk through games like that. Call me crazy, but I don't. I really don't talk through games like that. Like I say, I sidebar commentary. Sidebar is different from, you know, a sidebar commentary is different from regular commentary. Because you're just seeing it as it is, you know. You're looking at a show, basically. And that's the reason why I like doing Let's Plays. That means I can pick any game out of my library and just have my point of view with the game. Now I know I'm not the most popular LPer out there. But then again, I'm not doing this for popularity. I'm just a simple guy just doing games nobody have even ever heard of before. Or even if they did, it's all, to me, my channel is all about awareness. Gamer awareness. It's like, why do I do retro stuff? Because retro stuff, you get more satisfaction out of an old game than a new one. Because the new games, as much as they have these achievements, now the achievements are just incentives. Let me just say that right now. Achievements are simply incentives just to play through the game even more. Some games have achievements that aren't even worth it, and others don't really have much in achievements. Some just don't have achievements at all. Like, I only have one game or two games, I think, that don't really have achievements. One is Lego Batman, the video game. Another one is Guilty Gear Isuka. Which is okay by me, Like I said, that game is okay in my book. Even though I don't really play much of that, Because those are games that I usually try out. I play them for about an hour, make a video of it, and then I post it. Therefore, yeah, it's an in-depth review. I play it. There you go. I rarely have requests, and when I do get requests, it's usually for a few games. Most of them might be Steam or, something Sega related or something. I don't know. It's like usually something that people would catch on or anything like that. I think the only game that had unneeded hatred was Sword of Vermilion, or Vermilion. That's what it's called in Japanese. Vermilion. And I swear, this one guy shows up on this one video. And apparently, he doesn't seem to like my commentary. But I don't care. I really don't. I do the commentary the way I do my commentary. I talk about the game. If I have memories of the game, I will talk about the game. I will say, oh yeah, I have this game, and I actually own this game, and I never got that far in it. And the reason why is because of blah, 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 blah. Just like now, this commentary is unplugged. This is the stuff that I go through. But yeah, like I said, if you're playing the game just to show off your skill in it, you're doing it wrong. And then there are some people who feel so frightened that, oh, I say something about this one group. Oh, they're going to wreak havoc. Oh, I don't care. Besides, how many other LPers have been, insulted by those who just have no taste? I mean, I truly, honestly, don't give a fuck. Because as I said before, I was taught how to fight. My dad, God rest his soul, told me the one thing I should remember to do. Put up your dukes and defend yourself. And mind you, he was a military man. So, that's the one thing he taught me, how to defend myself. It's not a terrible thing to do that because, I realize I have a disability. I realized that I had disability all my life, and you know what? I've never let it control me. And that's something that most people with disabilities should remember. Yeah, you may have a disability, whether it be mental or physical, but you control it. You don't let it control you. I mean, I've been called worse names, I've been called a whole lot of names in my life. But the most I've ever been called is retard. I take offense to being called a retard because, being a retard means you don't think. That to me is an insult. Because I don't think. It stems from me being underestimated as a child because, you have cerebral palsy? You won't be able to hold a thought. I looked up what cerebral palsy does. I know about this. I know about the side effects that, yes, it will affect your speech. And then it was one thing that I remember Big saying, and I never said this, but it really touched me the way he said it. He said, even though you have a disability, you have a good way of hiding it. Because it's on how you talk. I'll admit, when I'm, excited, I stutter a bit. I think it's because of years of, of going through a whole lot of mess, like, say, going to church. And what happens every Sunday, they always rush out the door. I do the same thing, and what happens? I'm all out of breath. So that's why I don't do that anymore. I don't rush because there's no need to rush. I can understand. You want me to help. Fine. But you need to take your time. Like not too long ago, my mom took a spill on the floor. And since we changed our floor to all wood, I mean, our floor in our rooms are all, wood. we only have a tile floor in the kitchen. So therefore, I think I broke the game. Okay, I think I really did break the game. I'm so sorry for breaking the game. I broke the game. As I said before, my mom took a spill a short while back. And this is all because she was rushing. Trying to figure out what was going on. Well, I was, watching something and I heard a thud. So when I paused the video, ran right out my room. And saw on the ground. Now, the good thing is, she didn't land on where, it'd be hard for her to get up. And we've told her, you need to take it easy. You don't need to rush. I don't see why you have to rush. We were getting a new system installed in our house, so therefore she wanted to see what was going on. So you can see right there, the guy is installing us a new security system. The last one we had was on the fritz, so it had to be replaced. It's the same system because we got the keys. We changed the password and everything. Mom took a spill. Thankfully she got up, but I do feel, she needs to take it easy. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to do this, So you're wondering, how does this make sense of what I talk about? Well, it's the same thing as, playing a video game. I don't want to rush through a video game because, if I rush through a video game, I might miss something. I might miss a little secret or two. So usually I like to have a walkthrough on hand. Read through the walkthrough. And if it has maps, look through the maps and print them out if necessary. So namely, I'd like to think that that's what mom needs to do. She needs to really take it easy. She doesn't need to rush. And the same thing with playing a video game. Don't need to rush. Why do you need to speed run through something? There's no need to really speed run it, but if you just want to do it just to show off, well, then that's on you. I care less. And then there's other stuff. Like, I don't mind playing through a game. I don't mind trying. Like I said, I don't mind trying to play through a game. And I mentioned this before, but I'd rather be, in the know about what I'm going to be dealing with throughout the entirety of a Let's Play ahead of time than, when I just go into it blind, like, oh, I don't know what to expect. Like this game, for example. There's nothing for me to do except talk. Say what I like, what I don't like, what I have issues with, and everything else. And then yet people question my sanity for playing this. Don't question my sanity. It's best not to question my sanity. I mean, I'll say this. I made a list for the next 2 years. The next 2 years of, covering a lot more games. On my list, I ended up with 22 games. And knocking off the few that I'm still working on as we speak. I mean, I've already finished The Wolf Among Us and Soul Blade. I took a break from Dynasty Warriors 8 because there's not much left of it. So all I'm doing is just doing alternate routes. And, if I do, the alternate routes, I might unlock the other extra campaigns. That I can pretty much finish the rest of the game. I know I still have other games I need to finish, in which I really do plan on finishing. It'll probably be before I go on vacation. I'll just get like the parts recorded and whatnot, and then just, upload them when I feel like I need to upload them. But yeah, gamers have went through a long way. I mean, no disrespect to those who are in, those who do speedrun and you're doing it for a cause. But sometimes, there's no need to, show off your skill. You know you're good. You don't have to show it off. That's why there's such a thing as talent. So, I think that'll do it for day 4 of LSD. Join me next time when I do day 5 of the LSD challenge. Enjoy the weirdness.